Hey, what's up? Sorry about the I don't know if it's ambulance or cop, either way. Sorry. Long time no talk. I've been busy. Okay, let's define busy real quick. I've been working really hard on the impressionist videos and they take so much out of me where, 6 hours of editing turns into 2 weeks. So I'm sorry about that. I'm here. I'm ready to lock in on the YouTube thing. I'm ready to just get to it. So today I think what I want to do, because it's going to be close to 80 degrees in New York City, I want to go thrifting. I just want to spend my day outside. So we're going to hang out outside. I mean, maybe when I come back I'll draw or something, but let's let's experience life together. First up is we're going to go thrifting and the art supply store. I've recently figured out a project I want to work on, and I've come to the conclusion of how I want to execute it, and so now I need the materials. So with that being said, we're gonna we're gonna get outside. The work is mysterious and important. So didn't intend on going to galleries, but I'm not mad at it. I feel like, it's one of those days where it's so nice out that you just kind of gotta make an excuse to be outside and do anything. I'm not going home to the sun go away. I'm not leaving.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving.
So I was supposed to record myself going thrifting and buying all these things, and I had this really nice idea to, when I got back to the studio, I would try on the clothes and I'd look really cool. And upon entering the first thrift store, instant fatigue. Realized I didn't want to do it. I didn't even want to find no clothes. I'm in this process right now of figuring out what is most important to me in my life and how to get rid of everything else that doesn't make sense for me. And so I'm in the middle of getting rid of clothing. And so I guess it doesn't really make sense for me to go shopping. And so I really just wanted to take advantage of the day and how nice it was outside. But, in doing so, I kind of lost sight of the ultimate goal. And I guess I kind of forgot that I could just be outside and not have to spend money, even though I did spend money. I think I spent $100 at Blick on art supplies for this new project that I'm really excited on doing. But I'm still trying to get back into the swing of things, of being motivated and just grinding out these YouTube videos. And I'm also trying to get comfortable talking in public. I think this is the first time I've been outside where I don't really if people watch me talking to myself, because whatever. But I think a happy medium for this video, I'm still gonna show myself going to the studio or the galleries and some of the thrift stores that I went to. But I think when I get back to the studio, I'm gonna draw a little bit, and then we'll just that'll be the deal. I'm still getting back into this thing, but the output is gonna be more frequent of these videos. So back in the studio, I took a little break. Well, I just finished Men in Black 3. I forgot how good that movie was, but I've been waking up every morning at around 5, and I've been trying this new thing where I watch a random movie, and typically I'll turn on Max and they have these channels where they're just running movies. But one morning I woke up and they didn't have anything that seemed interesting to me. So I saw Men in Black and I hadn't seen it in a really long time. And so I thought it would be interesting to watch it again. And it was so good, it made me want to watch the second and the third movie. And it's such a great series. It's phenomenal, and I feel like it's not talked about enough. By the way, I'm drawing this Malta bottle. I just had a sip of Malta today. I'm locking in. Today is Jordan lock-in day. I'm about to go really, really, really hard on my diet. I'm trying to get light. You know what I mean? So today's like my last day, kind of enjoying myself. You know, we're gonna have cheat days every now and then, but anyways. So today was nice. It was really nice to just kind of experience New York in the spring, spring New York. I feel like everyone's been kind of waiting for the sun to come back out. It's been a tough winter for everyone, and so yeah, I'm just happy to be back inside. I live by Yankee Stadium, and the Yankees season is starting back up, so it's like a madhouse over here. You know, they don't you know, the people who come up here in the neighborhood. I love Yankees fans, but they trash this place something serious. And I hate that part about the season starting. But yeah, how are y'all doing? I feel like it's been a minute since I just kind of hung out with y'all. I took a little impromptu break. Before I get into that, so we're not gonna have like a haul video, but I bought a mop. And I know what you're thinking, Jordan, that sounds crazy. What do you mean you bought a mop? I bought a big old paintbrush. I don't know how to get this off. I guess I'm painting with plastic on it today. I don't know if you can see it, but this was it's a nice paintbrush. It's on the cheaper side of watercolor brushes. It's typically $40, but it was half off at Blick. If you live near a Blick, run. Do not walk, run to it and get all the things that you need, stock up. But so what, when we do watercolor, I think it's light to dark. Oh, this is so exciting. I've never had, oh my gosh, yo, this feels crazy. But yeah, so it's kind of been a minute since I last talked to y'all. One second, I want to take this off. This is gonna bother me, this plastic. Never mind. We almost just had a major problem. Decided to watch a video before I completely removed this plastic sleeve, and that is supposed to stay on there. So I'm never gonna touch that again, and I'm just gonna forget that it's there. But I don't even know what I was saying. Oh yeah, it's been a minute since I just like hung out with y'all. So I hope you're okay with me doing this watercolor. I apologize about the lack of thrifting in today's video. I just kind of wasn't feeling it. Lately, I've been in this mood where I just want to get rid of things, and it didn't really feel right for me to go out and accumulate new stuff when I'm in the process of getting rid of things. So with that being said, I decided to forego getting new things. But I did find some really interesting spots, and I think I'm going to be going back once I kind of, make some sense of my life. Not my life, just like my house and my closet. Yo, having a mop is crazy. I know it's not a mop, but to me this is a mop. This is a mop. But it's nice to just kind of sit down in front of the camera and yap. I've missed doing this. I've realized that YouTube is a big part of me helping sort out my thoughts and just keeping track of how I'm feeling and what I'm doing and where I'm at in those days, because it's kind of fun for me to go back and look at the older videos and just kind of treating this like a virtual diary. And since I haven't been able to record like I normally do, or like I normally have been, I feel like I've been missing a small piece of that accountability factor. That is why I started this channel for myself. And so it's good to just kind of be back with that. And I appreciate having an outlet to do that, to Yo, I love this brush. If you don't, y'all, go get, if you're into watercolor, I'm not an expert, but the Princeton, what is this, 6 quill, 5. This shit 5, boy, 5. Let me go get a fan so I can dry this off faster, so I can like work in layers. Okay, dry enough. So lately, for this entire month, really, I guess I kind of took an impromptu break. And I've just been feeling, I guess I've been dealing with understanding myself more and what I want to let go and what I want to sort of introduce into my life and how I want to restructure things, because that's been the most important thing for me lately, is figuring out how I'm going to restructure my life and have things be more organized, because why not, which I guess goes hand in hand with me getting rid of stuff. So I guess I can sort of talk about, I've been trying to teach myself watercolor for quite some time now, and I'm not great at it, but I finally have figured out a way to make newer drawings and paintings that can go quicker, and also it's just like fun, it's just fun to play around with something that's like not super permanent. And I love watercolor. It's, outside of oil, it's my favorite, and I don't have to worry about it killing, or I can't say that, I don't have to worry about it hurting me. Back to the conversation at hand. I'm just trying to be more on my grind and take things more seriously, because I got a plan, and sometimes I get overwhelmed with how big I want certain plans to be, or how I want things to go, and I know I can't control everything, but there's this part of me that wants to, or at least tries to. And so, I'm learning how to kind of let things happen. That's been a big part of my education lately, is just being present and not overdoing it, because I overdo things quite often. I think I take myself too seriously sometimes, and I'm trying not to take myself as seriously, but also I'm trying to take myself serious. But maybe that's why I've been watching comedy movies when I wake up, to just kind of like get myself in the zone of not taking anything too seriously. I recently just finished the Rush Hour trilogy. Great movies, by the way. I think Rush Hour 2 might be the best one. I think it's 2, 1, 3 for me. And when it comes to the Men in Black movies, that's tough. Maybe 2. Maybe 1, 3, and 2. Men in Black 3 was like awesome. I think I'm gonna watch the what do you call it? The Fast and the Furious series next. Those movies are so stupid, and I just want to watch something so ridiculous that it'll make me scream at my TV and go, "There's no way. There's no way." I refuse to believe that. I've been thinking about the Impressionist series and why the videos take me so long, because in reality it shouldn't take me that long to record, or not to record. The recording's the easy part. The editing is what kind of trips me up, and I realize it's the fact that I have information. I'm sharing information, and I want to make sure I'm relaying it in the best way possible, because I want to do justice to the content. They're leaving with something, and they're not just kind of watching a dude make up history. And so I take those too seriously. Not too seriously, but I understand the responsibility that I have with like sharing history properly, and it's something I'm really passionate about. And so I want to make sure I'm doing everyone justice, everyone involved, you, me, the book. Yo, I love these new brushes. I'm a little nervous though to kind of to start this project, because whenever I start a new series of work, the first ones are always the worst, and it frustrates me, and I don't want to be frustrated. And my mentor always tells me, don't be frustrated, just do. And that's one I just want to do with these paintings. I don't want to think too hard about it. I don't want to stress out about it. I don't want to I just want to make the stuff, and then if they come out good, they come out good, but can't be helped. But on the other hand, I'm making them to share them, and so there's not, I don't know, I feel like when you make stuff and it's going to be seen, there's a little bit of an extra pressure added onto it. Not making these though, because I just feel like I'm hanging out with you guys. But I'm like, I think I'm gonna come back to Instagram soon. Well, not soon, but soonish. And so I'm just trying to understand where I'm at. And I think that's what this 3-week break has been for me, is just kind of understanding where I'm at and understanding where I'm trying to go and how I feel, and to sort of decompress. You know what I mean? Had to reset the goals, had to reset everything really, because I felt I was going so hard on the YouTube in the beginning, and I missed that. You know, when I wasn't recording, while I was like kind of doing whatever, I would look up and be like, I should be recording. And I did a lot of cool things. One of the things I think I recorded, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to put the audio. If I'm not, I guess I'll just mute it. But a friend of mine was in town from Chicago, and his brother was recording a live album in Brooklyn, and they invited me to go. And so I got to, you know, just like experience that. And I've never been a part of anything like that, and I thought that was super cool. And I was really honored to be there, because I felt like they trusted me enough to have me in this space. And anytime an artist allows me to be in their space, I try to treat that with care. I mean, to be fair though, I'm not like going into a space and just like screaming, but I say all of that to say I've been living life more and being present and trying to be less hard on myself and less strict. Yo, these new brushes, tough. Yeah, these new brushes, tough, boy, tough. Most importantly, while I was on the break, I realized I lost some of my delusion that I've had, and it's okay to be delusional when it's controlled. And I don't know if you can really control delusion, but I think you need to be delusional to be an artist or to like make it as one. And I haven't been using that power, because being delusional can be a superpower if you let it, if it's channeled properly. And you know, I was kind of living in reality too much, and it was stressing me out. It was keeping me away from the good stuff, which is dreams. And so I'm trying to I've been tapping back into my delusional bag. And I'll say this, I'm lit. I know I'm gonna make it. And that's kind of how I was able to come up with this new plan, by just, you know, trusting this delusion. And so the new plan, be delusional as possible, and let the universe do what it does, and don't fight it. I've been trying not to fight it for a long time. Well, actually, I've been actively fighting with myself and the universe. But now I'm gonna just trust it and let it do whatever it wants to do, and I will go with whatever it has in store for me, because I have no choice. Cool. A little Malta water sketch. Tomorrow, I'm recording tomorrow, by the way. I'm not playing, I'm locked in. So I don't know, I'm gonna get this up. Hopefully I can get it up tomorrow. If not tomorrow, it's going up Monday. But I'm here with it. You feel me? Like I'm here. I'm here, I'm locked in. But I just want to say thank you for hanging out with me today and just kind of listening to me rant and ramble and get back into the swing of things, because you know, I'm a little out of practice with recording and all that. And you know, I want to have more fun, but I want to also be more consistent with this, because I know how real this is. But also I just like making art, and recording myself making art and posting it somewhere. It feels nice, like even if no one sees it or if a million people sees it, like it's just nice to talk and put it somewhere and just like forget about it, and maybe come back to it 10 years from now or 10 days and just see where I was at. So if you're watching this and you made it this far, put down in the comments, be delusional. Because I know we all got dreams, and I think it's important for us to dream as big as possible, because even if you don't hit the dream on the mark, you'll land somewhere near it. And part of this channel is to document me making it to where I'm trying to go, and to leave a path for people. And it may not seem like it right now, but we're gonna come back to this in like a year, and I'm gonna show you. So with that being said, I'm gonna see you soon. Peace.
Hey yo,